Well, welcome and greetings, fellow Bigfoot fans. Tonight we go back down to Tallapoosa County for a Bigfoot encounter or a Bigfoot sighting, whatever you want to call it, in New Site, Alabama. New Site is one of my favorite little towns. I really enjoy going down there. I like the way the town looks. I certainly like the people down there. Some very nice people down around New Site, and I know a lot of people down there, and mainly because of Bigfoot. Bigfoot has allowed me to meet a lot of interesting people down there, as he has all over the state and all over the country, all around the world, as a matter of fact, now that I get to thinking about things. But anyway, this particular Bigfoot encounter happened to two friends of mine, and they went a long time without saying anything about it to me. It kind of shocked them, kind of surprised them, as sometime encountering or seeing a Bigfoot will. I know a lot of folks that I have talked to see this creature for the first time, and it does shock them. It leaves you in shock sometimes. You don't know what to make of it. It's a creature that's not supposed to exist and not supposed to be out there, and science says that it's not real, but then whenever you see it and encounter it, it just kind of leaves you in awe or wondering what's going on and what else is the government and science hiding from us. But anyway, I want to set the setting tonight for what happened to these two very good friends of mine. These two friends are just good old boys. They're just rednecks, hard workers. I think both of them have retired now. But anyway, what was happening that night, I'll call one of them Harlan, and we'll call the other one Doug. Of course, that's not their real names, but I have got their names on file, and I do know them very well. Anyway, they rode together. They worked on the third shift in Russell Corporation down in Alexander City. I'm sure you're familiar with Russell athletic wear. Was made here in Alabama and in other plants around the country, I guess around the country. I know it was made here in Tallapoosa and Clay and some other adjoining counties for years and years until some of our leaders decided that people here just really didn't need to work, and that the people in China was the ones that needed to work. So we sent the textile industry over to China, and now rather than Russell, I guess it's Nike is what you see now, or whatever they call themselves now. But anyway, we won't get into politics too deep. We'll move on along to this Bigfoot sighting tonight. But anyway, just wanted to let you know where they were headed and what was going on. They did work at Russell Corporation in Alexander City, which is about 12 to 15 miles from New Site, where they made this sighting. Okay, Harlan is the guy that's going to be driving the truck. He goes over to Doug's house and picks him up every night, and they ride to work. Usually they stop by a little convenience store and get them a little something to eat and something to drink before they get there to work. And anyway, that's pretty much what they had planned for tonight. But anyway, let's get on to the actual sighting, and I'll tell you about that. Okay, insert 001 segment here. Okay, now this particular encounter happened at the intersection of Pine Street and Alabama Highway 49, which is called Hamlet Mill Road, inside city limits in New Site. And here they are. They were coming down Pine Street. Harlan had just picked Doug up, and they were on their way to work when they came to this intersection. Now, as you can see right here is a signpost that has Pine Street and Hamlet Mill Road on it. Well, here's his stop sign. And this is where they pulled to the intersection. And as you can see across the road, you can see this dead end sign or caution sign, whatever you want to call it, right across the road. Okay, now as they pulled up to this, of course, the headlights on the truck were on bright, and they were both just talking about first one thing and another coming down the road. And while they were sitting here at the intersection, and Doug said that Harlan reached in his pocket and pulled out a cigarette and was lighting a cigarette, and said then on this sign right here across the road said they saw something standing by the sign. And that's where the Bigfoot encounter begins, I guess. And it was kind of a little comical thing, but you just had to kind of know these two guys. They're just hard-working, everyday rednecks here in Alabama that work hard for a living. But as I said, I believe that they're both retired now. But while they were sitting here, and of course looked up and down the road to see if anything was coming before he pulled out into the Highway 49. Standing by this sign right over here is a Bigfoot. And as I said, Harlan was lighting a cigarette, and they both just quit talking. But he went on and lit the cigarette, just sat there and looked at it. And he said they probably sat there 20 seconds just looking at this thing. And said the Bigfoot was standing like on the, as you're looking at the sign, he said the Bigfoot was standing to the left side of the sign as while you were facing it. And he said the Bigfoot had something in its right hand. Said he couldn't tell if it was an animal that maybe it had caught, or if it was something that it had picked up, like maybe a cardboard box or something, or maybe just a piece of bark. Or said he couldn't tell exactly what was in this thing's hand, but said you could tell that it was holding something. But he said also the Bigfoot's left hand appeared to be like up on top of the sign, like he was kind of balancing himself or holding himself there. But said the Bigfoot never moved. Said it just kept standing there. And as I don't know, I'm for sure if I said it or not, but he said it was a dark brown color. And he said they just sat there and looked at this thing for maybe 20 seconds. He said after they sat there for a little bit, just watching this thing, they decided that they would go on, and said nobody has said a word yet. And they make this left turn going toward a new site, and actually Alabama Highway 22, which is the Bigfoot Highway that I have named it here, Alabama Highway 22. This is where they were headed. They were going on up here to this little convenience store to get some gas and get them something to eat and drink before they went to work. Okay, and now it was about a mile or maybe so from this sign up to the convenience store. And now keep in mind now that it was after dark when this was happening. And they came right on up through here. Neither one of them had said a word to each other yet. I guess they were kind of in shock. But they pulled in here to get some gas, and that was what they did. So anyway, they pulled in here to get some gas at this gas station, as you can see here. But now keep in mind, as I said, that it was dark. It was about between 9 and 9:30 that night, because they had to be at work at 10 o'clock. They worked the third shift back then, was what it was called. Worked from 10 at night till 6 o'clock in the morning. And anyway, they stopped here. Harlan got out first and took the gas cap off of the gas tank back there and got the gas pump out and was about to pump gas. So Dave, who was riding, got out of the truck also and said he just put his hand on the edge of the bed of the truck and went walking down toward the rear end of the truck, going to circle around and go into the store. And he said he got about halfway down the bed of the truck, and Harlan, who was pumping gas, just looked up at him and said, I got something that I need to ask you. And when he did, Doug said that he knew exactly what he was going to say. And he said, yeah. He said, you don't have to ask me. He said, there was a Bigfoot standing next to that sign back there, and said, I saw it too. And he said, then that kind of got them talking about it a little bit, and they talked about the Bigfoot for a few minutes. They went on in and paid for the gas and got whatever they were going to drink that night. And they got back in the truck and headed on toward Alexander City to where they worked at, as I said, Russell. And he said that they talked about it on the way down there, and they talked about it a little bit after they got to work, because they both worked together on the same particular job in Russell. I won't say exactly what that was, because that might let some people in the new site know exactly who these two men were. And I do keep identities completely secret here at Alabama Bigfoot Society. But he said after they talked about it that night, said they never mentioned it again, and said they went for a long time, several years, without saying anything about it. And then said that they ran across the Alabama Bigfoot Society here on YouTube, and they watched some of the videos, and both of them, after seeing the videos, not at the same time, but on and off, had watched some of the videos, met up one day, run up on each other in a grocery store or at this gas station, one or the other, and said the next time that they saw me in a new site, they were going to tell me about this encounter that they had, and I'm very glad they did. It was very shocking to them. As I said, they didn't talk about it for a long time, so I guess it kind of bothered them or whatever. But in this area, just right on down the, if you go back to that stop sign, go back to that caution sign. If you were sitting right here on Pine Street at this intersection and you turn to the right like you were going to Horseshoe Bend, down the road just a little ways is another place, another little road that turns back to the right again, to where last spring a man working on a farm down there ran up on several Bigfoot tracks, and he sent me photos of those down there. So there have been other Bigfoot spotted in this area, but this was just a little quickie, and everybody likes a little quickie once in a while. A video that I wanted to do about a Bigfoot sighting that occurred right in New Site, Alabama. And I guess with all that being said tonight, that I'll say hello to my granddaughter Madison. As I always do, I'll tell you that the Alabama Bigfoot Society is run completely out of pocket. And if you would like to make a donation and you're in a position to where you can, that would be very much appreciated. Just go to our website, alabamabigfootsociety.com, and on the front page you'll find a place to where you can make that donation. If you like this video, I hope you give us a like. And if you like what we're doing down here in Alabama with all our research and that type of stuff, I would like for you to subscribe to the channel. If you've had a Bigfoot encounter or any type of paranormal encounter that you would like to tell us about, you are very welcome to leave a comment here on this video, or you can go to the website. We have a contact us page to where you can tell me in more private of what you have encountered, or if you have a question or whatever, and I'll try to answer it the best I can. And with all that being said, I guess I'll be looking for you next time on the next Alabama Adventure, getting close to Bigfoot.